Thank you, far too kind.
Good evening, people, and welcome to the 14th round of Season 17 in Division 2. We are here for the big one, for the Monaco Grand Prix, the Principality, the Crown Jewel, whatever you want to call it. And it will be, for sure, a crucial race in the championship and a big moment in this season's story for sure. As Kuka has retired from the session. Has he crashed? I think he's crashed. And Mia has crashed! Flavor Sully has crashed at the Nouvelle Chicane! Bobodinho on another run, and he takes pole position here! I caught it just at the end, didn't see him improving at all throughout the course of the lap, but just as he goes over the line, 109.839. Unbelievable stuff here at the end of qualifying. Guga, is he gonna take back pole? He is purple in the middle sector. For now though, let's look eyes on picks, and he does jump into 4th place. What a qualifying for him. And then Guga through the last corner. Can he take back pole? I think he can. Was gaining enough in the middle sector, and that final sector looked pretty clean from what I saw. Over the line, 109.709. Indeed, Guga River is on pole position, and it's Guga River on pole position here for Alpine. Here we go. 5 red lights in Monaco, and it's lights out, and away we go, and Guga gets away not well at all. Bobodinho is going to jump him down towards turn 1. He's on the outside line, ahead, brakes late on the medium compound, and exactly what I feared might happen. Guga on the hard, can't have the start that Bobodinho has had, and just drops behind. There's a crash in behind. Who's that? Well, there was a crash. I swear there was a car sideways, but well, fine, never mind. Lanky Brown and Bazooka side by side heading to Murbo. Up ahead, Phantom and Sean also side by side heading to the happen. Phantom sends it up the inside. And way too late in the brakes. Slams into the side of Pix, and I think he's getting himself damage from that as well. Sean and Phantom still barging each other out of the way here. Coming into the tunnel now. Lap 1 pit stops for Kuko and Mihai. They want to get out of this traffic as early as possible. Mihai with a wing change as well. 2 Mercedes side by side coming out the pit lane there. That's Edwin. Now side by side up the hill with Mihai. Mihai on the right, Edwin on the left, and Mihai pulls ahead. But Edwin coming back at him. Up the inside, Edwin makes contact with his teammate. That is not what you want to be seeing there. That could have ended in absolute disaster for Mercedes.
Everybody has a target on their backs next year.
Another one, Aussie, lap 4, he's in the pits as well. And we've got a yellow flag. Edwin is out! Edwin with a crash coming out the casino. Phantom Fox in the pits. And so is Sully. The two of them with the undercut against the Williams. And here comes Kuko. Have they been jumped by Kuko? Yes, they have. A strategical masterclass by Kuko. I think he's in effective P4 with this, because he will surely undercut Pix and Sean as well. They weren't too far away from Phantom. Pix has been jumped by loads of people. I mean, if Guga comes out behind his teammate Kuko, that would be absolute disaster, as Sully has a run on Phantom. Sully and Phantom side by side towards turn 1. Sully on the inside, breaks later, and the championship leader clears Phantom. Pix all out of shape, out of turn 1 there, and has he smashed his front ring off? Yes, he has, on both sides, I think.
It's completely useless, but I have it.
That's Flavors and Lanky Brown with the duel. Flavors goes around the outside into the Nouvelle Chicane. And Guga with a 7-lap tire advantage now is going to get to start chasing after PC really, and exactly what I thought. Kuko is in the battle with Sully, and they make contact! At turn 1, Kuko goes into the barrier. And that for sure will go down to Stuart. Kuko will not be happy there. Phantom Fox looks up the inside on Sully as he also slipped past Kuko, who was ghosting out of turn 1 after the contact with Sully and the barrier. Kuko has picked up damage. The front left end plate on the Alpine smashed off very nicely as PC really goes for the lead at Sean. Sean has a massive rear lockup through Nouvelle Chicane. Gets a 10-second penalty for corner cut. Almost certainly being moved up. He's got a chance of really undercutting Guga. The best chance I guess he has is that PC really holds him up, as we have a yellow flag for Guga, and all of that goes out the window. Guga from a, well, for sure a podium position, but he was fighting for the race win, has binned it in the casino. And there he is, stopped in the barrier on the left-hand side. A nightmare for Alpine. Shit. And we've got a yellow flag for Pix. He's crashed in the last corner. And how is that not a safety car? How is that? How? FIA! He's on the racing line in a blind corner. Are you taking the piss? And now action brake is out. Another one at the Nouveau chicane. And if we go over Bobadinho, we will be seeing his teammate parked up here somewhere. FIA. Come on, he's on the curb. A yellow flag. This time it's Rival who's gone into the wall at the Nouveau chicane. Another one. And once again, there's no safety car. Just as Aussie with the move on Pop Dog. In Murbo, it looks like Pop Dog goes back up the inside into the hairpin. They bang wheels. They lock wheels. But Aussie pulls ahead in the end. End plate's missing there, and Mihai up the inside into Murbo. As they bang side pods. But Mihai pulls ahead. Lanky back up the inside into the hairpin. I keep seeing this, people. Why are you letting it happen? It's not that hard not to get dive bombed there, come on. And Mihai, what a move by Lanky as he now swoops around the outside. Oh, I have praised him too early because Mihai is still alongside. Extremely burning some off the end on me, but he hasn't got the run once again. Which needs to be so unbelievably close, and with a dirty air in this game, you can't really get that close. Oh! Bobadinho's crashed! Bobadinho! With 11 laps to go from the lead of the Grand Prix, has crashed here in Monaco. PC Woody went into him as well, has PC Woody picked up damage. Bobadinho clips the inside barrier on the exit of the and PC Woody has got damage, big damage on the McLaren. But there is a virtual safety car out on track. Unbelievable that we actually got a safety car for once. PC Woody can probably use the safety car to pit and come out at a Phantom. PC Woody is in. It's close. It's close, but they have, yes. Phantom Fox now in the lead of the Grand Prix. What a development. Bobadinho crashes. PC Woody gets up behind him. And a great exit off to one. PC Woody going for it. Up the hill towards Massenet. Around the outside. So close to the barriers. They bang wheels. PC Woody around the outside. Solely in a dirty air of Phantom. And PC Woody swoops around the outside into the casino to the inside. What a move by the McLaren man on his championship rival. A championship defining move, you could say. As he takes second place here in Monaco. And now he's staring at the back of Phantom Fox. He is not done here. PC Woody. That race win. We know very well what they can do. But PC Woody once again up the hill to Massenet, but Phantom Fox hasn't covered off a little bit, has he? Oh, he's gone deep. PC Woody gets alongside, now the switchback line, down towards Mirabel. PC Woody, can he outbrake the Ferrari as late as he possibly dares on those fresh mediums, and PC Woody, with a better exit out of Mirabel, takes the lead of this Grand Prix.
I'm the best driver because I believe that I'm the best, because every driver needs to think like that, otherwise it's better to stay at home.
Lanky? Oh my god, Lanky. I was about to praise you, but the moment I go into a camera, what am I seeing? He's completely pushed Flavors into the barrier from behind. Flavors has got no front wing left. That's bad. Yeah, and of course Lanky gets past him there, but that's certainly going to do us, I reckon. Lanky now with a battle against Pop Dog. Pop Dog covers the inside to turn 1. Lanky goes for the outside, they bang wheels, and Lanky with a switchback as Pop Dog gets all out of shape on 27 level tires. Of course, he's got not much grip. He'll once again miss the chicane, of course, with absolutely no front wing. Pop Dog has got a puncture. Yes, a puncture for Pop Dog. With 2 laps to go for him, 1.5 laps to go. You see when he goes across the line for the win here in Monaco. Back-to-back wins for PC Woody. And what a drive by him on a 3-stop strategy in Monaco. Made his way past Phantom and slowly on track. The Phantom tires are on track at this point. I mean, he's still P10, so he really had nothing to keep going for. He wasn't going to get Mihai back. Phantom takes a second place finish. Sully third on track. But it is Sean who finishes on the podium with the time penalties for Sully and Kugo. Sully ends up in 4th place, just off the podium. Kugo from last on the grid with a qualifying ban up into 5th. A great race from him. Aussie is to bring the McLaren home in 6th. And Lanky Brown brings home the Ferrari in 7th. A good result for the team, 2nd and 7th. Flavors did a good job on those last couple of laps to bring the car home with the massive damage. And he finishes 8th, Mihai a lap down in 9th. Peacefully with, a second race win in a row after Canada, where Sully finished 2nd. This time, a much bigger swing in favor of him, and the championship is absolutely and categorically wide open. 4 races left to go. Peacefully has completely dissipated the gap that Sully had built, and at some point it was like 60 odd points that Sully was ahead. Round 14 of season 17 took us to the Principality, to the streets of Monaco, and what a race it has been. One hell of a performance once again from PC Willy, as even after a late incident been collected as Bobonio crashed in the lead of the Grand Prix, he had to make a pit stop, get a wing change, and still managed to get past Phantom at the end of the race to reclaim the lead and drive away by over 15 seconds. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. In the meantime, Kuka with a qualifying ban at Monaco of all places to come back and finish in the end P5 on the result screen, but with post-race penalties applied, Phantom getting a penalty for the incident with Sean and Pix, and Kuka getting his 3-second track limit penalty removed. Kuka actually jumps to 2nd, Phantom drops to 5th. Flavors also with another point-scoring finish, even though he actually drove the last 1.5 laps in the race without any front ring on the car after a late collision with Lanky. So one hell of a race in Monaco, plenty of things to talk about. And now the final couple of races left to go in the season. Mexico, China, Netherlands, Abu Dhabi. 4 races, 10 points in the championship between PC Willy and Sully. It's all to play for. Good evening everyone, and welcome to round 15 of Division 2 here in Mexico at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. And I'm joined today by my dear co-commentator Jere Skoloin. Welcome. The drivers are already crying. We've got rain again for the, I think, like 12th time this season. There is quite a big difference in skill level when it comes from drivers going from dry to wet. For example, Kuka is one who really struggles in the wet. Phantom, for example, of course he's not slow in the dry, but in the wet he usually does very, very well. Viral is also another one who's coming more from the midfield of Division 2, and in the wet has done quite well this season. And PC Willy with one hell of a lap there, 5.5 tenths gained, goes into pole position. Top 3 start, especially at Mexico with that massive round down towards turn 1. P3 is basically pole. And P3 is where he's been. Also back to the pits. What about Gabri? He's up by 1.5 tenths. That would be enough for pole. What about his last sector? Wasn't a good one. Gabri over the line. 14.857. And it is Gabri on pole position. So that would be exciting. The 5 red lights are on. We're ready for lights out here in Mexico. And it's lights out, and away we go. Gabri on the right hand side gets away well. PC Willy a little bit squirmily off the line. That's what the V-Cup's already pulling out from within. That's Pocho with a great start. Now Gabri being attacked by PC Willy on the inside. Bobadinho coming through as well. Sully as well on the outside with 4 wide down towards the 1. I think PC Willy is pulled ahead. 3 wide in behind though. Gabri, Sully gets squeezed off under braking. Has to go off the track slightly and comes in back alongside Pub Dog. PC Willy is away from Gabri, Bobadinho, then Sully and Pub Dog still set them in contact. Sully's off! Sully and Pub Dog off! The championship leader crashes together with Pub Dog. On the first lap of the Grand Prix and drops to last place in this Grand Prix. Calamity for Sully's championship hopes, and it's PC Willy leading the way. His championship rival from Gabri, his other championship rival, Bobadinho, then Guga and Phantom battling over 4th there as Guga has a better exit, and another bit of contact behind. That's Kuko and Viral going at it with Edwin involved as well. What a start by Edwin to be up to 12th already, but he has also got a 3-second time penalty on Hango set, and now he's down to 70. What is going on here? Pix has got massive wing damage on the front left end plate. Well, end plate, no, the end plate is gone.
Multiple cars. There's multiple cars.
Kuga, I think we're about to see a move down towards the first corner here from the Ferrari man as he pulls to the inside. He's gonna try and brake as late as he possibly can. Get the car stopped on the apex. Kuga is still alongside there as they bang wheels. Kuga into the side of the Phantom. And Kuga with a bad exit. Phantom pulls ahead. Now Aussie alongside Kuga. Already one car that he's put lost into, the next one coming on the attack. As Aussie is on the outside line. Oh, nice switch back there as Guga drifts wide and Aussie cuts back underneath him, gets back alongside and ahead, coming out of the next corner, but now a bit of wheel locking there. Aussie still on the outside line. That's hung out to dry, and a better exit from Guga, I think, isn't given the position because Aussie has to back out there. That would have been quite risky to keep a nose in.
And Lanky goes for the move. Now on the outside, can he keep it on the outside of the Red Bulls? But there's no chance. But he tries to switch back it, but he just doesn't find the grip offline on the tires, especially.
Pocho is off.
What the am I
No,
saying?
he's just cut the corner, 10-second penalty. And he's missing all of his front ring again. Goes into the pit lane and I think he's about to retire from the race. Yeah, he's up. How are we doing this?
Well, I mean, what are we doing? I don't think that is acceptable anyway. Like, that is just, what is this?
Pushing ES in the slipstream of forward, you're looking for a move down towards turn 1 here. And yeah, the Constructor Championship has not gotten the love I think it deserves this season. Because I've been quite focused on the drivers.
Because you never know what happens. Like, there's multiple people in esports teams that I never thought would be there right now. But still seeing, while Aussie dives Guga in turn 1 and makes the position, that could be counted as front to pass. But that's we're still fighting for that position.
That was all fine, at least from my side, I would say. I saw the whole thing and I think that was... We can accept a bit of wheel bang, especially in these conditions. No one's getting harmed by that.
Yeah, I agree.
And these guys are both going at it hard.
I agree.
Soy el fuego que arde tu piel. Soy el agua que mata tu sed. El castillo, la torre, yo soy.
Again, these are just the assumptions I'm doing based on the fact that the tires are overheating.
Yes, we have Guga going for a move on Bobodinho here. Battle for 4th place out on track. Of course, Bobodinho with a time penalty hanging over his head. But he does also lose the position out on track. Bobodinho with the slipstream, pulling over to the left-hand side. We've got a yellow flag for Edwin, who's crashed the pit entry. As was coming in for his stop. He went to the wall then. I think there's a wing. Yeah, this entire wing is lying there, I think. Yep, Gabri takes the lead of the Grand Prix as PC really just comes to the pit lane right behind him.
Fact that who can get the net P1 on these first laps, because
PC really immediately on attack. Gabri caught napping, I think. He thought he was safe, and they make contact. They all know the spinning out. Gabri and PC really both off the track. Gabri cuts over the grass, rejoins on track, gets a 3-second time penalty, and PC really pulls ahead. What was that? Gabri was so slow down that straight. Either PC really has way less wings or Gabri was on non-ES for the start of the straight, thinking you will save PC really on cold tires, of course. Despite the damage on the front end plate on the Haas. Half a second behind PC really right now. His rival is going for a move on Bobodinho for P5. Yeah, Flavors is a lap down, so even if this gamble works for him, he won't be scoring points. But at least now we can see if the gamble would have worked. Let's see.
No, it's not.
Oh no,
no.
Nope.
I'm not gonna
Needed one corner to know.
I appreciate that he tried it, because he had nothing to lose, basically.
Aussie with a great exit out the final corner there. And Aussie's gonna have to try and do it under braking. He's got no battery left at all. Is he gonna go for that send? Of course he is. And 45 degrees sideways on the inside line there. Aussie slides his way through up into 6th place. A very nice move. Sully has crashed! The championship leader! And we've got a virtual safety car. Sully with a spin at the S section, and how the hell has he managed to end up on that wall? That is so far away from the track.
And yeah, just wanted to savor the moment.
Sully out of the Grand Prix. He wasn't going to score points. Full car safety car! Yes, now it's come out. That took so long to appear. Always and Pix unfortunately weren't able to. And PC has now gone, coming out the final corner. Gabri, not the best of restarts. Phantom Fox is fairly close behind, but Gabri now, the toe, actually has a run on PC, I think. There is going to be a battle down towards turn 1. Flavor's now retiring from the session as Viral moves up to 5th against JM, but Gabri pulls to the inside down towards turn 1, but has to pull back into slipstream. Of course, yeah, he still has that wing damage. He didn't fix it on the safety car. He was, I guess, scared to drop behind Phantom with that. I would rather keep track position. But PC holds on to the lead on the restart. But Phantom, with a great exit,
There it is, Carnage in the back.
picks it out of the Grand Prix, and I think, yeah, JM also spun around. Fortunately, didn't see that one, as I was watching the battle for P2 there, but Phantom, Pump Dog, also with big damage on the front left wing there, missing the entire front wing, basically. And now being passed by loads of cars, so he might have been involved in an accident, as Kuko gets a 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, which is quite weird. Kuko moves up
most
to 8th.
likely he's made a move when there's a yellow flag in the turn 1 and 2 and just gets punished for that. Could be a
bazooka!
removable.
And we have got a move for
Also
8th there, that's Lanky on Kuko, and Kuko 45 degrees sideways. So on this last lap, it is gonna be PC Wooly who takes the race win here in Mexico with another great performance. He has been on an outstanding run of form ever since, well, about the halfway point in the season, a little bit earlier than that. Gabri looks for the move! Gabri, what a move! Oh my god!
Look at Phantom!
And now Phantom
Look at Phantom!
is gonna try through the last corner, but I don't think he has a switchback. Gabri on the last lap, what a move! PC Woody thought he's won. I thought PC Woody had won, and then Gabri fully sends it up the inside. He does have a 3-second penalty, so now, unfortunately, the race was to be decided in the stewards, so PC Woody also got a 3-second penalty for track limits.
What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the
In that last sector, I'm not sure if that might have been doing that move with Gabri. I have to go, I have to watch that move back. I have no idea. It came sort of nowhere. I know I had my camera on it, but I couldn't tell you what happened. All of a sudden, Gabri, he was just there.
Skates a great track, holds the corners tight, but the Chinese skater on the outside, oh, and it's a lot of contact, oh! They've all gone down, Bradbury is going to come through and win gold! Stephen Bradbury!
As it stands, Phantom Fox back at the top of the podium. I think his last win was this season in Singapore. And another wet race, another Phantom win. He really is the wet master here in Division 2. Very important for Ferrari's slim championship hopes in the Constructor Championship. If they want to have a chance of winning that, Phantom is going to need to pick up quite a few wins. And that concludes round 15 of season 17 in Division 2 Mexican Grand Prix, and what a race it has been. Really putting on a show there. PC Wooly, which was looked like a certain win up until the last 3 corners of the race, where he bottled it quite simply, with Phantom Fox being able to pick up the win. Gabri did get a penalty for the earlier incident with PC Wooly, although he got his track limit penalty removed, so in the end it was, well, ±0 for Gabri. PC Wooly also got his penalty removed, which in effect meant that Phantom Fox won ahead of PC Wooly, and then Google River rounding out the podium. So a great result for Ferrari in the Constructor Championship as well, and PC Wooly now in the lead of the championship, with Sully missing 2 of the next 3 races. Very likely that PC Wooly has got the championship wrapped up in the drivers. The constructors, unbelievably open now, a 4-way fight between Ferrari, Alpine, Red Bull and McLaren into the last 3 races of the season. Be sure to tune in for those episodes as well. It will be an almighty finale.